Bitcoin has seen a huge drop, and right now the main question is, of course, is this drop the pullback that everybody is talking about, or are we going to still see a further correction to the downside? So guys, that will be the exact topic of today's video. I'm going to show you the exact levels which will determine whether Bitcoin is going to see a further correction or whether Bitcoin is going to continue this uptrend. We are as well going to have a look at the indicators and the market structure of Bitcoin right now and what happened in previous times when we have seen similar situations. So guys, awesome to have you here. Drop a like, leave your comment down below. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. And right now guys, let's jump into the Bitcoin price action. But before we are zooming in right here on the Bitcoin chart, guys, let's all take a moment, scroll below this video and hit the thumbs up button. Guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much for all the engagement. It would be awesome if we can keep this momentum right here on the YouTube channel and if we could reach 10,000 subscribers in the near future. Then guys, for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin or a variety of altcoins, I'm recommending 3 exchanges which I'm using personally. And the first exchange is the Prime XBT exchange, where you can trade Bitcoin and a variety of other assets like the S&P 500, but also a couple of altcoins. And right now, if you sign up using my affiliate link, you can get a 50% deposit bonus. Then guys, I'm using the Femix platform as well to trade Bitcoin and a variety of altcoins on the spot market, but as well with leverage. And if you sign up using my affiliate link right now, you can get an additional bonus of $100 when you deposit 0.2 Bitcoin. And of course guys, the Bybit exchange is an awesome exchange to long and short Bitcoin and a variety of altcoins with leverage. And if you sign up on the Bybit exchange using my affiliate link down below, you will get an additional bonus of $90 when you deposit 0.2 Bitcoin. So for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin, you can find all of these links down below in the pinned comment. So guys, let's have a look at the Bitcoin price, and here you can see these green zones that are support and resistance zones, and as you can see, these zones are being respected very perfectly right now by Bitcoin. So right here we have been expecting some resistance due to the fact that these are 2 very important Fibonacci extension levels, and eventually we broke the support right here. And yeah, we expected Bitcoin to come down and test the support right here at approximately $35,000. We also said, guys, we think that the moment if Bitcoin is going to break below this level, we are going to the next support, which is right here. And as you can see, if we have a look at the price of Bitcoin, then we came down approximately to that support. We saw a bounce, a buy wick slightly above it. So this is telling me that a lot of traders, they are watching these levels, and that was the exact reason that, yeah, nobody wanted to wait till Bitcoin actually touched that level, but that the investors already were buying Bitcoin slightly above it, because most of you guys, most of the investors right here were expecting a bounce. And guys, I have been trading this bounce. I have been buying Bitcoin right here at approximately $31,000. So guys, the reason I opened a long position right here at 31,000 is due to the fact that in the shorter term time frame, right here on the 30-minute time frame, we have been seeing some signs that we are going to see a bounce in the price of Bitcoin. So as you can see right here, Bitcoin's price is setting lower lows, and if we have a look at the RSI, then we actually been setting higher lows. This is showing us, guys, that in the background the momentum is shifting and the bearish momentum is turning into some bullish momentum. So right here we can see that Bitcoin bounced. So far Bitcoin is up approximately 15% from the bounce, which is actually quite nice. And yeah, now is the biggest question, of course, is this bounce going to turn into a sustainable uptrend, or are we eventually going to see a reversal, and can Bitcoin even go lower than the lows we have been setting here at approximately 30,300? So guys, to answer this question, I first want to go to the 4-hour time frame, because I think that is one of the most important time frames right now to watch in Bitcoin. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have a very important moving average, which is the 50 moving average, the orange line right here. And you can see that the moment we broke below this level right here, we have been backtesting this level as resistance. This was a moment, guys, that you could be very bearish on the price of Bitcoin because we broke a very important key support level and we backtested that level as resistance, which is indicating that there is a high probability that we are going to see a further drop to the downside. And guys, that is the exact level that I'm going to watch right here in the shorter term time frame. As long as Bitcoin is trading below this moving average, then I'm going to assume that Bitcoin is going to see lower levels and that this correction has not been finished yet. Guys, if Bitcoin can break above this level, a decisive break, of course, like a 4-hour close above this level, that would be very bullish because the previous times you can see Bitcoin is breaking above this level, a decisive break above this level. We can see that most of the time that is a start of a uptrend, right? So that would be a very bullish sign if Bitcoin were to break above this level. However, guys, normally when we are seeing such a drop in the price of Bitcoin, we never see the price going linear in one direction. So it makes sense as well when we are seeing a drop that sooner or later we are getting a bounce, and after a bounce we can see a continuation of that drop. So guys, that is the level that I'm watching on the 4-hour time frame, which right now is aligning at approximately 36,400. And guys, when we have a look at the pattern, at the structure right here, then normally a V-shaped correction, which is different than a pullback, guys, is not something we are seeing quite often. So if we are going to see a correction right here, then most likely this drop will be followed by another drop. Like this is, for example, different. Here we have a different structure. Here we have a smaller pullback and we are getting pulled back to a very important moving average and we are bouncing off from that and continuing this uptrend. This, to me, this structure, if this were to be the start of a correction, guys, it looks like that this move isn't over yet and that this could be a bounce from the drop we have seen right here, which eventually can be followed by a further drop to the downside. And guys, I got more evidence to believe right here that, most likely this bounce could be a corrective structure. However, guys, right now this is still very speculative because we haven't seen a clear rejection yet from a important level, right? So guys, we can have a look at it as follow. Right here we have been setting a high and right now we have been setting a lower high in the RSI on the 1-hour time frame. But as you can see, this high is only slightly lower than the high we have been setting right here. If we have a look at the price, then you can see that the second high, which we have been creating, the lower high, is way lower than the high we have been creating there. And that is showing me that right in the shorter term time frame, the RSI is making space for bearish momentum, or could make space for bearish momentum. So that's why I think that in the shorter term time frame, this bounce looks more like a corrective structure. But guys, this bounce definitely can turn in a new uptrend. Then guys, the most important level to determine whether this could be a corrective structure or whether this could transition into a uptrend is, of course, the Fibonacci golden ratio. So let's draw the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top right here till the bottom. Then, of course, we have between the golden ratio and the price right now is the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which would be the first signal, of course. That is a major moving average determining whether the trend is to the upside or to the downside. But as you guys know, the golden ratio right here is a major level as well. It is possible that we are seeing the bounce eventually coming up to the golden ratio right here, get a rejection, and finally we could be seeing lower levels than the low Bitcoin has been setting right here. However, guys, if Bitcoin were to break above the golden ratio right here, which means that Bitcoin is trading above the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame as well, then I definitely think that that is enough evidence to believe that this is going to be a V-shaped recovery and that Bitcoin is transitioning into a new uptrend. And guys, this would be highly speculative, but we could be seeing, for example, something like this. We have a neckline right here, we have a inverse head and shoulder, we have a left shoulder right here, the head in the middle, and here we are forming a right shoulder. And an inverse head and shoulder is a reversal pattern, which means that it's indicating that we could be reversing from a downtrend into a uptrend. However, guys, so far when I'm looking at the structure, I think the likelihood that this correction isn't over yet is higher than that we are going to see a V-shaped recovery, because a V-shaped bottom right here after such a dump is not a pattern that we are seeing quite often. So guys, normally we are seeing a bull trap in the price of Bitcoin. So we have a drop, which is followed by a bounce to the upside, which is the bull trap, and eventually we are going to see another drop. So that bull trap could catch a lot of people trying to long Bitcoin at the wrong time. But yeah, guys, you know the levels that I'm watching, the exact levels to determine whether we are going to see a further drop or whether this is transitioning into a new uptrend. Then guys, let's take another Bitcoin chart right here. I want to show you something. Let's start off on the daily time frame and just have a look at the structure, what we are seeing right now in Bitcoin. So if we have a look at the whole structure in Bitcoin, then we can see we just had a huge rally to the upside, right? We had a rally of approximately 920%, and that is a amazing rally, a crazy rally, and something we have not really seen before. For example, in the previous bull market, we have seen it in Bitcoin in the very early days, but yeah guys, a rally like this is not something we have seen in the past couple of years. The last time something happened like this was maybe 8 years ago, so that is something to take in mind as well. Right now we can just see that this is, definitely a form of a blow off top. We have a parabolic move to the upside followed by a parabolic move to the downside. So yeah guys, this could also be the start of a bigger correction, and for that I want to show you something on the weekly time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame and let's have a look at the momentum indicator, the RSI. So right here we can see that the RSI, we topped out right now, and we topped out at approximately 95.96. Let me draw a horizontal line right there, then you can see the significance of this level right there. If we have a look at the previous bull market, guys, we haven't seen the RSI, the weekly RSI, going so high as we have seen right now. We have been topping out at a extreme high. And yeah, the last time we did that was right here when we topped out in this bull market in 2013. And as you can see, the last time we have been seeing that RSI going such high, and afterwards the price has been seeing a correction. The price came down approximately 90%. And guys, I'm not going to tell you right now that the price is going to drop 90%. Right here, market conditions were differently. Liquidity was way lower, so Bitcoin was more prone to volatility. So guys, let's have a look at the previous bull market and the corrections whenever the RSI, weekly RSI, was topping out at a local top. So right here we have seen a top which was not that high, but we have seen a correction of approximately 30%. This was not the biggest correction in this bull market, but yeah, a correction of approximately 30%. Right here you can see the RSI topped out as well, approximately 8 levels of 85, 86, and we had a correction eventually of over 30%. Next time, right here, the RSI was making a top as well. We had a correction of approximately also over 30%. Guys, right here, when the RSI goes slightly higher and to similar levels, right here at the level of 91, we got a correction right here of approximately 40%, guys. So this is just something I want to show you in comparison to what we are seeing right now. RSI went to very, very overbought levels where we've been topping out right now. If we have a look at the price so far, we have been seeing a correction of approximately 25%, which is relatively low when we look at this rally and when we look where the RSI has been topping out. So this is another evidence, guys, showing us that there is a high probability that we are going to see a continuation of this correction and that this correction isn't over just yet. Then guys, the most important thing, what we always do when Bitcoin is topping out, is using the Fibonacci retracement tool to check for certain levels where Bitcoin actually could retrace to. So we draw the Fibonacci retracement tool from the March lows right here till the high right here. Let's zoom in on the price. Then we can see that so far we are already getting supported by the first Fibonacci level, which actually makes quite sense, right? If we were to break below this level, which would be at approximately 32,500, if we were to break below this level decisively, maybe we can view it better on the daily time frame, then we most likely go to the next Fibonacci level, and that is the 38 0.20%, which right now is aligning at approximately $27,000. And if we would calculate the measured move from the top till the till that Fibonacci level of 38.20%, then that would be a correction of 35%. So guys, I do think that a scenario like this is definitely very, very possible. I think it's even possible for Bitcoin with such a rally to correct further. We could even come down to the 50% Fibonacci retracement tool, which would mean a 45% drop in the price, which would be at the level of 22,624. We could also drop to the golden ratio right here. This is definitely a possibility, guys, after such a rally, which would be a 56% correction, which would line up right now at approximately $18,200. So guys, if you personally ask me, do you think this correction is over? Then I would say no, I don't think this correction is over. I think we are going to see a further drop to the downside unless the criteria is met that Bitcoin is going to break above the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame and above the Fibonacci golden ratio, which is showing us that this most likely is not a retracement anymore, but that it is transitioning in a new uptrend. That is the criteria that I'm using in order to invalidate that we are going to see a further correction. But guys, you have to imagine, right, like when the price is going parabolic, as we are seeing right now with Bitcoin, that is most of the time a emotional rally. So that means that a lot of people, they are jumping in the price right here. They are scared of missing the boat. They are feeling FOMO, fear of missing out. And that emotion, guys, is going to a extreme right here. And when we are seeing a turn, a 180 degrees turn of that extreme, then you can see that the people who bought right here, the people who, they jumped into the FOMO. And guys, most of the time, those are the exact people who are going to sell right here as well, due to the fact that, they see a reversal and that euphoria, that emotion of euphoria is eventually turning into a emotion of panic. Then guys, a awesome chart I want to show all of you, and I want to show you again the significance of the US dollar index. And right now we actually have been predicting the Bitcoin top with the US dollar index, because right here we can see that the US dollar index was coming into a very important support level, and I've been talking about it right here on the channel, guys. I'm expecting a bounce right here in the US dollar index, which is going to be bearish for Bitcoin and which will predict the exact Bitcoin top. And right now we have been predicting the exact Bitcoin top using the US dollar index. And guys, I'm going to use this chart as well for evidence that most likely we are going to see a further correction, because it doesn't look like we are going to roll over right here. Now we have a bullish divergence right here on the daily time frame. It definitely looks like we are going to see some form of a nice bounce right here in the Dixie chart, which eventually will be a bearish event for Bitcoin because of the inverse correlation. So guys, a quick summary about the price of Bitcoin. So we have seen a rally of 920%, which we haven't seen in years in the price of Bitcoin, and eventually it makes sense when we are going to see a bigger correction from such a huge rally. Then the RSI has reached overbought levels we also haven't seen since a very long time, and the previous time we have seen the RSI levels being that overbought, we had a 80-90% correction. But guys, I definitely don't think that we are going to see a 80 or 90% correction. However, I do think that the evidence we are seeing right now in the charts is showing us that this correction is most likely not over yet. Then we are seeing some bullish signs in the US dollar index, which is strengthening the scenario that we are going to see a continuation of this correction. And to invalidate this scenario, we need to have a decisive break above the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame and above the Fibonacci golden ratio. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so guys, please take a moment, scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, drop them down below in the comment section. And for everybody who's interested in joining my cryptocurrency trading course, right now is the last day to enroll for my cryptocurrency trading course with a $50 discount using the code BTC40K. And for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin or altcoins, I'm recommending a couple of exchanges down below in the pinned comment. And if you sign up on one of these exchanges using my specific affiliate link, you will get an additional bonus, and you as well supporting the channel with that. Then guys, I wish all of you an amazing day. If you haven't seen one of my amazing tutorials, you can go over there, watch one of those, and I will see all of you in the next video.